Producers today want to push a single live event to dozens of platforms simultaneously. The goal is maximum audience reach across YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and custom web players all at once. To achieve this scale, you have to architect a distribution network capable of multiplying the exact same live video feed over and over again in real time. If you try to execute that multiplication locally, you immediately hit a hard physical bottleneck. Your studio's internet connection is suddenly forced to push multiple heavy video streams through a single narrow upload pipe. The immediate result is hardware exhaustion. Local encoders overheat, connections throttle, and the broadcast fractures into total network failure. Successful multi-platform delivery requires a network architecture capable of surviving exponential hardware and bandwidth demands. In the broadcasting industry, the terms simulcast and multi-stream are often used interchangeably. That overlap masks two entirely different network architectures. This diagram illustrates multi-streaming, which is strict local replication. Your local computer and hardware encoder do all the heavy lifting, splitting the source video signal into discrete, parallel output lines before it ever leaves your building. Simulcast, by contrast, is cloud-level replication. The signal leaves your local network as a single feed. It only duplicates once it hits a powerful, centralized cloud server. Deciding where that duplication happens, on your local desk or in the cloud, dictates your local bandwidth survival, your stream's latency, and ultimately who controls your monetization. If you misunderstand the point of replication, you guarantee either a catastrophic hardware failure on site or a complete loss of broadcast ownership. Let's analyze Phase 1, local multi-streaming using a hardware or software encoder, like OBS or vMix. In this architecture, local hardware generates discrete RTMP outputs for every destination. The upload math is unforgiving. A 4 megabit stream, multiplied by 3 platforms, demands a 12 megabit local upload, and your CPU and GPU encoding cycles scale linearly alongside it. The primary benefit of this heavy hardware tax is granular control. Producers can assign different resolutions, specific bit rates, and custom graphic overlays for each platform independently. The major risk here is latency. Managing separate RTMP outputs locally often induces variable latencies across your destinations, depending entirely on how each individual content delivery network responds. Local multi-streaming offers maximum creative control, but it demands a massive, linear investment in hardware and bandwidth to sustain it. Now look at Phase 2, cloud simulcast through an online video platform, or OVP. The local encoder sends one high-quality RTMP ingest to a central cloud node. The cloud server handles all processing, replicating that stream to multiple platforms simultaneously. Your local upload drops back to 1x, just 4 megabits. The bottleneck is removed. Cloud buffers act as a shock absorber, normalizing the feed to ensure high sync performance and stable video quality across all platforms at once. The trade-off is uniformity. Because you are sending a single ingest, that one feed dictates the base output, meaning you lose the ability to assign custom per-platform graphic overlays. Cloud simulcast trades bespoke per-platform customization for massive scalability and absolute local hardware stability. There is one strict exception to these public internet workflows: multicast. Multicast is a network-level protocol. It is used exclusively inside closed local area networks, or wide area networks, like corporate internets and university campuses. This visual shows the multicast mechanism. A single data stream is delivered to multiple endpoints via internal network switches. It never duplicates the bandwidth per user. While highly efficient for internal enterprise communications, multicast relies on closed infrastructure. It is entirely useless for public, multi-destination social broadcasting. Beyond network topology, we have to look at the business logic of streaming, specifically the inherent risk of broadcasting directly into native social platforms. Platforms like Facebook and YouTube are walled gardens. They are engineered to capture your audience and subject you, the producer, to strict API limits and viewing duration caps. This architecture prevents you from implementing custom paywalls. It also blocks you from collecting first-party data, routing viewer information and ad revenue directly into the platform's vault. To regain architectural control, online video platforms offer a workaround called sharecode streaming. Instead of pushing a raw video feed into the social media platform's native player, producers embed a fully branded, monetized player directly onto the social feed via a lightweight sharecode. The social feed acts only as a distribution funnel. video delivery and audience attention remain controlled by the producer's infrastructure. This setup allows the producer to collect deep analytics and secure pay-per-view revenue without fighting platform restrictions. Smart architecture weaponizes social platforms for reach while retaining strict ownership over monetization and audience data. Choosing the correct multi-destination workflow depends entirely on matching the architecture to your specific project goals. The first use case is high-end bespoke production, like live sports or gaming broadcasts, that require unique visual overlays and isolated audio tracks for different platforms. For this scenario, encoder-level RTMP is the correct choice. This is the only time the massive bandwidth requirement and hardware cost is justified by the creative need. The second use case covers massive event distribution and enterprise town halls, where the priority is maximum reach and centralized API management. Native cloud Simulcast is the recommended architecture here. It ensures bandwidth efficiency and stream stability while pushing the feed to dozens of locations. The third use case is protecting brand monetization, such as ticketed pay-per-view events or premium educational content. Use OVP share codes. This utilizes social channels as distribution nodes rather than surrendering to them as content owners. High-level broadcasting utilizes specific network topologies to achieve targeted technical and financial outcomes. Managing the point of replication, choosing between local hardware or cloud servers, determines the scale and stability of a live broadcast. Mastering these network topologies allows a producer to scale their audience infinitely without sacrificing their hardware, their stream quality, or their revenue.